enables the operation there, so you can see him there. See the ambulance there, and as I said, anytime you film these little skits, they have people like this, so you can see where he's standing. This is to make it obvious to me because he knows I'm filming. So he's been told to kind of just come out here and linger. So we're gonna see how long this takes. Let's see how long this little fake skit takes. Now notice him here, he's just... So when they saw that I was filming, they had this creep come out, stand by his car, take out a phone, and start just idling there. So let's see the ambulance there. Okay, got the body cam anyway. Yeah, this is a citizen operative guy here. Like I've shown this so many times before, when the police set up these fake skits in the fire department, they always have a person sort of waiting there. Yeah, he's got his back turned so I can't get his face, but I'm hoping to. I think I already got his face anyway earlier and stuff. He knows this is all fake too, and he's been told I'm coming down here, so. Let's see how long it takes. So I got here, let's see the time, approximately, because anytime I kind of slow down to film these ridiculous stage skits that they do, they have people who their purpose is to, okay, so what did I tell you? Look, see how I predicted that? So I said, when I was standing over there, you see the guy comes out right by his car, right directly in front of me, takes out a phone, right? So as I said, as soon as I move down here and film it from a different vantage point, they'll send someone out to stand with a phone, and right there. Okay. So let's go through this now. Now you can see he's still positioned by the car, the guy over there. But as soon as I came here, literally within seconds, this person here comes over with the phone. Okay. Pretending, using the excuse that she has to have a smoke. So it's gonna see how long this takes. You can see there, they're not dealing with anything. This is 4 nights in the past week that they've had an ambulance parked at the exact same location right as I arrived. So just documenting that. And I also want to show how, okay, now look at this now. Now look at where the person's standing. As I said, as I was standing, okay, now he's going in. You can see he's going in now, or he's moving from there. When I was standing down there, immediately that guy comes out, pulls the phone out by his car because they saw that I was filming, right? Then I move down here, literally within seconds, they have this person come and creepily stand here and pull out a phone. Because they know anytime I'm filming one of these staged events, they do this. So they have, that's a citizen operative there in front with the phone, and the guy just got into the car down there. It's another surveillance role player. They use these people to, anytime they set up these fake events here. I want to document this as well to show that they're not dealing with anything legitimate here. You're not going to have an ambulance at the same location 4 nights in the past week. It's ridiculous. Okay, so he's leaving. Okay, here we go. He's leaving now, right? Okay. Now look at this crap here. Let's see this here. Okay. Yeah. Now look at this now. Just want to get their faces on camera. Notice they're dealing with nothing. The acting skit is over now. Notice him looking over at me directly for no reason. So you can see when she came out, as soon as I moved down there, literally within seconds, they had the surveillance role player down there. Now look at this now. Look at this now, yeah. They knew if they dragged it on for too long, it would look obvious. So now, yeah. They had something important to deal with there, right? Again, let's reiterate, this is 4 times in the past week, right as I've gone to this store, they've had an ambulance parked in the exact same location, right at the building where I'm going. You also saw, as soon as I stopped to take footage of this, which I didn't do the previous time, I just took footage from a distance, the previous few times, they immediately sent the guy to stand in front of me, awkwardly holding a phone, and then as I predicted, I said, okay, I predict this. If I move over here further down from where he is, they're going to send somebody else out. Sure enough, right away within seconds, they send somebody to be right in front of me holding a phone. These are people who enable this stuff and who work with these creep public servants who do these stalking operations. So, let's put the camera there, and you'll notice very clearly when I came back over here, the guy looking over, the paramedic, knowing who I was and knowing why I was here and knowing that I'm filming the video. So I'm recording with the phone as well as the glasses here because the footage for the glasses sometimes sucks, and just want to get it as possible. But notice the surveillance role player is still there now. Now, as I've moved over here, though, she's since gotten up and is kind of probably going to go back in the building there now. So more than likely there. Notice he looked over again. The guy here. Now he's not looking at anyone else. He's simply okay. Now going back in here. Now you can see this. Going back in. Notice he didn't look at anyone else there. He looked directly at me as he got out, and then goes back around there because they want to provoke me to say something so they can twist it around and create a conflict. So now, okay, so she's going back in. You can see the other person there with the phone now, standing there. That's another surveillance role player. So the entire time, when they know I'm filming these things, they will always have someone. And this area right here at night is usually very, very quiet. So there's not usually many people around here. Another guy wearing a black hoodie there. And that's a public servant wearing it too. Yeah, so the number here on this ambulance is 4577. And I'm standing like off to the side. I'm not near them or anything like that. I mean, I'm not far, but I'm not up close. So you can also notice how both times that guy, the paramedic, looks directly at me. Why would you be doing that when there's no reason to be doing that, right? There's other people around here. So I want to show 100% they're not dealing with anything legitimate. This is fake. This is what these people do. It's all about stalking and harassment. It's run by CSIS, and public servants like this are used to do things like this when I'm doing something as simple as going to the grocery store. Now these actors coming over here. Look at this acting crap. So look at how many people they've sent over to stand next to me as I'm filming this, knowing that I'm filming it. Yeah, there's another door, idiot. Why don't you just walk to the door that's right there? Okay, now notice they're still just sitting here. They didn't bring anyone out or anything like that on that gurney there. So get the plate number there. The plate number here is BV 59789. BV 59789. And this is all acting here with these two characters standing next to me.
How are you? How are you? How are you? What are you doing? Oh, hi. How are you? I'm sorry for calling you. Hi.
It's all acting.
Are you finished? Yeah.
Notice, so you can hear that too. Yeah, like anytime when I stop to take footage of these staged little skits that they're doing, they're gonna have the surveillance role players. So everything else, like look up here. There's no one up there. There's one, and then another dog walker coming with a dog. So we've seen two of them in the amount of time. You see how many people they have coming down just as I'm standing here. So dog walker going in there, and then you can see the other. So they replaced that woman who came out to stand right in front of me. As I predicted, they'd have somebody come right over there, even though there's no one else on that side of the street. With this person here. So that person's just doing the lookout now. But they'll always, whenever they're doing something like this, there's always a lookout person who's aware of what's going on, who knows that it's fake, right? So just gonna see how long it takes. So you can see they've boarded the ambulance and they're just sitting in there now. Oh, we got more here. Okay. What do we got here now? Notice the amount of activity here and everywhere else here. Okay. Another dog walker there too, right? So anytime I stop to film one of these ridiculous staged things, they have people all around. Citizen operative, surveillance role players, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that was brazenly obvious too, because when I was standing there, immediately they had that guy come right out of the building, pull out a phone and stand on the road, like just right out on the road there. He then gets into the vehicle as I moved away, right? So as I moved up there, I predicted they'd send somebody else over to stand right next to me with a phone. Sure enough, they sent that female out right after that. Now watch the amount of activity that starts to go around on this side of the street here. You've seen 3 dog walkers in a matter of minutes here. And they're still just sitting there. So they want it, the whole thing is to sit there until I go into the store and then leave. And then they would pull off from there. So I'm gonna wait for them. Because you can see they're not dealing with anything at all. Okay, so she's going back in now. She did the hand sign. So they may send somebody else out. Usually they're gonna always have somebody near the target if they know the target's filming one of these stage plays that they have put on here. Yeah, so they're still going on. Now you can see when they came out of the building there was nobody on that stretcher or anything like that. So they just went into the building, pretended that they had something legit, walked out with the stretcher, and then are just sitting here idling. They're waiting for me to go. I'm not going right away. I'm gonna wait to show how fake this is and show they're just getting paid to sit there in the ambulance doing nothing. Now, probably at some point, if I keep, if I idle here for any amount of time, okay, so you can see there's another guy kind of creeping up there, pacing back and forth over there, and they'll probably send the police or a fire truck or something if I idle here for any amount of time. So just want to get this on record. This is what these people do. You've seen last week how many times they showed up right at this location, right as I arrived. Just to go in and get a few things at the store. Now look at how slow this person's kind of idling, coming by here. And again, when the guy, if you notice that, okay, there's another guy coming out with a dog now. That's like, look at this now. Ridiculous, right? Look at this. You'll notice that when the guy, the paramedic there, when he came out to the back, a number of times he's looking right at, they're hoping that I would say something to them so they can start their whole gaslighting nonsense. I'm not saying anything, I'm just documenting this to show how ridiculous it is and show that they're not doing any legitimate work here. It's obvious. Look at how long this has been going on for. Again, I got the body cam too, so just with the phone for now. Okay. Yeah, so now you got, okay. So you'll notice there by the door, you got another guy coming out to do a lookout on the side there. And let's wait till this person goes past here. So you notice the guy just standing there, staring out at the street. So anytime I'm filming, they're always going to do this thing where they swarm. Another dog walker over there. So that's like the 6th dog walker. That's the same person who they just sent out to stand over there. As soon as I went over there, she comes over there, stands right in front of me with a phone. Now she's over there with a dog on the other side of the street. You can see her there. You can see she's over there on the other side of the street there with a dog. I'm just going to hold the phone up in it just to show. So she's over there with a dog now, right? That's the same person who, as I moved down there, they sent her down there to stand directly in front of me, realizing I was filming it. She then comes back over to the building, brings out a dog, and stands across the street. So you can see they have lookout people all around when they know you're filming, because these are people who work for the state. It's all coordinated. And, so we're gonna wait this out. This is taking a while. I mean, it's certainly taking a long time for them just sitting in there, that's for sure. But they're supposed to wait till I leave. So yeah, so that's, I think body cam picking this up as well. She's just pacing back and forth over there. So I want to reiterate, as I was standing there firstly, and they saw that maybe I was going to film this for a little bit of time, they sent that guy over to stand on the road with a phone to make it obvious, right directly in front of me. I then predicted, I said, watch, if I move down here, there was nobody standing over there at all. I moved down to the end of the street, or a little further down there, so I could still get a decent vantage point. They send that woman with the dog, who's now walking over there with the dog, to come out right in front of me and stand there. Oh, here we go. Finally, yeah. Finally done. Looks like they're getting ready to pull off. I mean, you can see how long this is taking too. The whole thing initially was set up so that they would leave right as I... There we go. I mean, you can only drag that on for so long, right? There we go. Okay. So you got that. Okay. That's good. Go now. I don't know how much of that the body cam picked up because I was holding the phone up in front, but I know I got a lot of it on the phone. So you'll see here as I come by here. So when I went down here initially, just to reiterate, you saw how they immediately had somebody come right in front of me with a phone. There was nobody there at all in that area, no one. I predicted they'd send somebody right out with a phone to act as a lookout person. Now, look at this here. So this is typically very quiet here when I come here at night, right? So look at this guy here. That's not a bus stop or anything. He's just standing out there looking at the street with a phone. And then down here, you got another guy standing there looking out at the road as well. So another lookout person there. So whenever I idle somewhere like this is what they have people come out and do. So notice him over there now. So the ambulance has just pulled away because it was becoming obvious that they were dealing with nothing. And they've done that 4 times in the last week. Still got a little bit of time. So. I'm doing a lot of the recording with the phone just because I don't know how the footage would turn out in this low light situation. So I want to show here, that guy's still standing there. Notice him? So he's kind of looking over at me and then he's just staring out at the street, idling against the building. And let's see, zoom in on him a little bit there. See him there? So he's doing lookout as well. He's been told that I'm stopping here filming. I was filming the ambulance, so you can see what he's doing. No bus stop there, nothing there. He's just standing there staring out at the street. Now he knows I'm filming, so he's making it obvious there. So. And another guy over there on that side of the street there, walking with a phone. You can see him slowly approaching this creep. If he says anything, I'm not talking to him. So. Yeah. Okay, so that guy's gone on the one side. Now you can hear the coughing. Notice the coughing, the fake coughing from there, over here. And like I said, anytime if you idle and film anything for any extended period of time, they have lookout people who they will. So he's going back in now. You can see the lookout guy. And then this is like the 8th dog walker that's come by here in the past 5 minutes. So you can see how many people they have. Like literally, it's got to be like 8 dog walkers, including that woman who came up in front of me and was on the other side. So he's still out there. They got the black hooded shirt there. Okay, look at this. The dog walker here, right? Look at this. Dog walker here. Right there. And then look at this here. Look at how obvious this is. Ridiculous, right? You can see him there. That's about 9 dog walkers in like 5 minutes there. Yeah, that seems natural. I was going to just go into the store, but and you can just see how much... Now here, look at this guy. They have him looking over me. Notice the positioning of these people here too. Like look at down here. Okay, so they got that guy there. That guy's still standing in front of the store there. Staring out at the street. He's just staring out at the street, right? That guy there? That's not a bus stop at all. He's just standing there staring. And here's another dog. Look at the amount of dog walkers here. The guy with the Phantom of the Opera shirt walking a dog, right? You see this here? Unbelievable. So that's like 10. It's got to be at least 10. All going into the same place too. It seems legit. Man. And then here, right here next to me, you got these people just idling here. They couldn't go to the other door. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just stopping. I was capturing footage of that ambulance just to show how ridiculous it was. They've sent them 4 times in less than a week. To be right at the location to the store that I was going into at night. Now you can see this here, they have this thing set up. So if I move up here, up further down, they'll have a bunch of people come up and stand there too. Okay, now you can still see the guy there. Now he's a lookout person who's been told to come out. Seen about 10 dog walkers come by this same location within a matter of minutes, right? And he's just pacing back and forth there, looking out at the street. Okay. Look at this now. Look at this, right? You see this? No, come on. How obvious does it have to be? Is that 11 dog walkers in like a matter of minutes? Oh, yeah, okay. All at the same location too, right? So again, they do this stuff it's to let you know you're on watch. And when they know I'm filming, they'll do it. If I'm idling anywhere and they can see that I'm filming, they'll do that. So he's still standing there, that guy, staring out at the street. And he came out just after the other surveillance role player that had been lingering up there left. And then you can see here that we have this little conference here next to me here as well. So this is right next to where I'm standing. They're told to come down and pretend. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm going home.
Okay, so he's still there. Look at this guy here. Still there. Pacing back and forth, just staring out at the street. Okay, now he's kind of moving up. He's there. He's gradually... He's been told to wait, probably been told to wait till I go.
The 7th of October.
Let's close this off here. Okay, so he's still there. Look at him. And you notice that he's looking directly over at me too. So I'm staring, I'm looking over here, whatever. I look over the side and he's staring at me. You see him there? Like a lot of times they're told, I believe they're told that the target doesn't know. So when they see you, I'm holding up a phone now intentionally because I want some of these people to see that I'm filming, just to show how ridiculous it is. So we got more approaching here, and then see the amount of dog walkers we've seen too, right? Now, if you think that's natural in just a matter of minutes, yeah, you're delusional. There's no way that's natural. But the dogs are always done for plausible deniability, because if you have just a bunch of people just coming and creeping next to you, you know what I mean? Then you can point that out. It's really creepy. But so they use the dogs as an excuse, and you can see how many people they had just during that. So he's still standing there, that guy. He's still standing there. In there. He's still there. Again, he's not doing anything. He's just looking out at the street. That guy there. So, and as I stand here, you can see there's these people. There's nowhere else where they can have a conversation other than right here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up.
Oh my goodness.
I want to show... It's right here now. Yeah, so this is plausible deniability here too. They just... Notice where they are here too. So he's standing right there, right? Just looking out at the street. Yeah. So each side of me, they always will have people. Another person with a phone there. And then you can see here, just over here, standing right here by the building here, right next to me as well. So if I move, I'm gonna move down.
This one, I'll
Let's move over here, a little bit over here, because they're sent there too. Now watch, someone will come by the door and stand idling by the door. So look at, you can see he's still there, still just staring out at the street. This guy here. Yeah, and he's been given instructions. Even though the ambulance is gone, they're still, if they know you're filming and stuff like that, they'll have people do stuff like this. And it's done intentionally to let the target know, right? So they're hoping the target will interact with them or say something to them or whatever. I just want to show you how obvious it is. He's still just standing there staring out at the road. More dog walkers come out now. So it's now after 10 p.m. and you can see the amount of people they sent out who just had to go out and walk a dog after 10 p.m. Yeah, this here is, so you can see the positioning here of those people there, and then they're still there. So both sides of me. So when I'm standing there, they have the two people there. Now this is all fake. That they set up like a little fake conversation, so they're for plausible deniability, basically, because they know that I was filming, right? So they have them go out and stand there on the left side. Then on the right side of me, you got this guy just here staring out at the street. Again, still, and it's all done to let me know. But two others there, you know, you might not see anything too odd about that, right? Okay, now he's gonna wait here. So they realize that, okay, now notice that as I moved away here, this guy's gonna he's gonna move on, because I'm not standing over in that position anymore. Yeah, he's gonna go in. So here, yeah. This guy's still here. He's still standing there looking out at the street. I'm just casually making it like I'm checking my phone here. Got a lot of footage on the phone tonight. I don't think the glasses footage will turn out too great. That's why I'm using the phone, just to capture that. And you can see he's still just standing there looking out at the street. And on this side here, this guy's going to go back in now. So the whole skid is over now. See him heading back in. Okay, so now see where I was positioned, right? I was positioned right there because of the ambulance, so I could get a vantage point of the ambulance. Check this out now. Right overhead. Right overhead there. You can see that. Okay. Again, he's still just standing there staring out at the street, this guy. Okay. I gotta get going soon. I'm not gonna wait this out because he could be there for a while. Let's see here. He started moving. He at one point he kind of started moving towards here. He probably got a text message then to go back or whatever from the app. So again, like I said, you can see now that area is cleared now, right? But they're always going to have someone if you're out, particularly if you're filming in a public place. They always send lookout people over, and that is to attempt to provoke, so they can hope that they can get you to say something to them or provoke or whatever, and say anything to any of these people tonight. Just got the footage, show how obvious it is. But yeah, my whole purpose was stopping here. I got off the train just to come over to the store because this is one of the few little mini grocery stores that's open late in this area of Ottawa, and so here and there, occasionally I'll come in here. Lately I've been coming in here a little bit more often, so they know that. So that's where they're sending the ambulances regularly. But as I stopped to take footage of the ambulance, you could see how they have these people set up for always to cover the, act as lookout people for these fake events. That's also done. Another reason that's done is, as I said before, is if the target should have any exchange with these people, like the paramedics or whatever, putting them on the spot, because they know what they're doing, right? And they also know that I have extensive video footage of public servants doing this for years now, so a number of years. So I mean, if there's an exchange, oftentimes those people don't have much of a defense for what they're doing. So that's why, if there is any sort of an exchange, they'll have those people come in and start saying, the usual slander and whatnot, and gaslighting. So there's another dog walker coming up here, just to my left here. You can see this here, and then that guy's still standing there. So on the one side, he's still standing there staring out at the street, and then here, you can see this here. Another dog walker just entering. I mean, when you look at this, you see how many people, and that's plausible deniability. The whole thing with the dog is done for plausible deniability. Now check this out now. Yeah, because if somebody's just, coming around you and just lingering around you, the dog provides plausible deniability for the stalking stuff, activities. So he's still standing there, this guy. Okay, let's give this a try. I'm going to go and get what I need in the store. Oh, is this now? Is this police car coming? They know I've been standing here for a little while. And again, typically, this is just, okay, there's a cop car. Looks like a fire department vehicle going by there now. Okay, so look at this now. Check it out. Again, this is normally a very quiet area, right? So a fire department, one of the fire department cars, not a truck, just went by, turning on a siren just as it went by, and then immediately turning the siren back off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the store here. I'm going to pass by there, and then as I come out, we're going to see if this guy's left. I suspect he'll have left when I come out, but I can't stand here for much longer because I got to go to work.